You've got your dance shoes, they're in the bag, you're walking in the dance studio door. What happens next? You walk to the counter and you tell the lady behind the counter or the gentleman, this is my child's first day. His name or her name is, can you please tell us where to go? And they will direct you to what studio you will be in, okay? Once you get to that studio, if it's time for your child's class, then the teacher typically waits at the door. You can walk to the door and you can hand off your kiddo. My recommendation is hand off your kiddo and walk away. Walk and go and sit in the parent room. If your child is engaged and is ready to take on that dance class, then let them do it. Don't sit in the room with your kiddo. My recommendation at my studio is for parents to wait outside, even that first day. Maybe not the practice day where they come and they try out and see if they want to be in that class, but your true very first day of class, definitely. Parents, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to let go of that child's hand and walk to the parent room and be in the parent room. A lot of times there's video cameras in the rooms, and so you can see what's going on in your child's class. But let me tell you why. It's very important. So you want your child to focus on the teacher. You want them to really get something out of the class and have fun and want to come back the next week. So your kiddo could possibly learn how to put on and off their shoes. You want them focused so they know how to put on that ballet shoe or that tap shoe. What does that tap shoe sound like? Why do we wear tap shoes? Why do we wear ballet shoes? So we can dance appropriately for those different dance styles. There's also lyrical shoes, point shoes, and a number of other dance style, jazz, hip hop type shoes out there. So as the years go by and your children progress, you'll definitely, go into these other genres. But for now, for the first day of your child's toddler class, this is what you can expect, okay? Let them go in and learn their class and then come out and you ask them, what did you learn in dance class today? And I'm 99.9% sure your kiddo is going to be able to come out of that studio and tell you what they did, or at least one step. You can encourage them. Typically, if they're doing a ballet tap combo, which is what we see for toddlers in many instances at studios, we got to keep those kiddos engaged. So ballet tap, they'll go in, they'll typically stretch a little bit, then they'll probably on the first day learn how to put their ballet shoes on. Your teacher's going to have to help them all a little bit till they can do it themselves. Then they'll stand up and they'll probably learn, to point their toes, or maybe first position. Your studio is going to be different as to what they teach that first day. So go by what your studio owner says and trust them and know that they know what they're doing and they're there to help you and to help teach your child to be that dancer that you dream of them to be. Okay, let's talk about kiddos that cry whenever they go in the door at dance. So you're going into the studio door, but your kiddo doesn't want to let go of your hand and they start crying. Parents' worst nightmare. They want to be there with their kiddo. They don't want to let go of that hand, but the studio says parents can't come in. You just very kindly ask the teacher, do you mind if I come in? A lot of times the teachers will say, come on in with your kiddo and do like a mommy and me style class. You'll just be there to encourage your child. You can hold their hand and do it with them a lot of times. Sometimes when that happens, we have a student teacher in some of the classes and kiddos get really engaged with those other kids. Maybe they're not 14 or 18 and look like, more of an adult. Maybe they're more like 12 or 13 or even 9-year-olds. We have a lot of kiddos that help with the toddler sizes, help us keep them in line and encourage them. So sometimes they get really engaged in that student teacher and they'll stop crying. Okay, or sometimes they want to go to the actual teacher. And you know what? I've held children during dance class before. When they're little ones, it's very easy to hold that very little toddler for a few minutes until they stop crying and encourage them. So I don't want any parent out there to ever be scared of taking your child to dance class thinking that they're going to cry. Give them a chance. Let them try that. I mean, it's performing arts, but it's day one as a toddler. If your kiddo loves it and they come back and you encourage them, keep it up. If later on they dream of doing something else, again, you are there for your child to learn to dance, but it's up to them. Let them see what's out there. Show them the different styles of dance: ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, song and dance, which I teach and we'll have different videos on. You're there to learn and have a good time and exercise. And there's many, many things that they can learn with their lessons and classes that they take over the years with dance. Everything from, oh goodness, just that confidence of being on stage and dancing, to everything to public speaking. Maybe they have classes at school where they have to stand in front of the class and read, or maybe they have to sing for a performance. Maybe they're in choir, and they're a step ahead. They are a step ahead of those kiddos that haven't done this, haven't done dance, and started at such a young age, because those kiddos are prepared. They're prepared. How? Because they're going to be in front of an audience, and they will get used to being in front of an audience, and they will be able to smile and sing and dance because they have learned how to do it and be calm and know that they are having a great time in the meantime and just doing something that they love. Okay? And this is very deep to my heart, and this is actually my first teaching video. And I just hope you love it and enjoy it. And if you do, could you please subscribe to Christi Bly Haynes on YouTube, like and share. You can also see videos, my Instagram videos on Bly416 or Christi Haynes. I have many, many videos out there of my daughter and singing, and some of my son from over the years. And with your blessing, you can send me some of your kiddos and ask me questions, pictures, and if you need help with, pointing, a toe pointing, or the shoe's not fitting right, and, you just want to ask me a quick question where, should the shoe be loose or tight, those type questions. Just in general, I'm happy to answer any of those. Or leotards, you don't want it fitting too loose, because you don't want your child messing with that during dance class. You don't want them messing with the hair, the leotards, the tights, or the shoes. So they all have to be well fitted, like what I talked about earlier. But I'm going to sign off now, and please look at my next video. It will be lesson 1, and I enjoy doing this for you, and I hope you get so much out of it, because I do see the need for this. Many parents come in, first-time moms and kiddos, and just don't know what to expect at all that very first day. They come in with just like, what do I do with the tights? What is this? Are these tights, or is this tights? Is this a leotard, or are these tights, or these ballet shoes? There's every question in the world, and I just want to make sure that you are confident walking in there and you have no problem with bringing your child to that very first day of dance class. Okay? Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, and see you soon.